if you have empathy towards the people who are working with you and who are building this with you, trust me, you're going to have a team of loyalists who are going to work not because they're getting a salary, but because they are their life is getting affected. Every decision that I take, I make sure that along with responsibility, I have empathy. Services sector is going to grow beyond IT. I think we are going to have AI services, and AI-enabled services is going to take over the world. And I feel that India is going to be at the forefront of. Going forward, you're not going to be a leader because of experience. You're going to lead the forefront if you are curious, if you have high learnability, and if you're able to grasp what's coming next.
Hi, I'm Anubhav from Bharat 2.0 Conclave, an initiative by Business Viewpoint and Enterprise World Maxi. Today on the red carpet, I have here with me Edhi Basan from Strider Consulting. Hi, ma'am. Welcome. My first question for you is, what does Bharat 2.0 represent to you as a leader, and how do you think it matters to?
I think I see immense possibility in Bharat 2.0, and I'm totally betting on it. I've had numerous opportunities to move out of the country, but this is the reason why I stayed, because I feel that at least this Bharat 2.0, the next, I would say 3 decades, this country is going to change. I'm betting big on it.
Right, exactly. Wow. What is the toughest lesson that you've learned throughout your journey?
I think as a leader and a business owner, one of the toughest lessons I've learned is empathy. And a lot of times when we are building something, we are so serious about what we're building because it's our baby. And we expect people to have the same level of commitment, the same level of seriousness, the same level of bandwidth that we want to spend. And people may have their own reasons why they're working with you. And at that point, empathy is one of the most important tools that you can have. And if you have empathy towards the people who are working with you and who are building this with you, trust me, you're going to have a team of loyalists who are going to work not because they are getting a salary, but because they are their life is getting affected by it. And I think that's one of the toughest lessons I learned, because since I became a leader, I just expected everyone to have the same level of commitment and responsibility as I did, and I learned it the very hard way.
The great answer, ma'am. On the same note, how do you think this lesson has shaped your leadership overall?
Yeah, I guess, like I said, empathy is one of the biggest things that I strive to develop and even get better at, because when I'm leading a team, I realize that I'm not just being empathetic towards them. I'm actually building future leaders who are going to be empathetic in the future. And so with every decision that I take, I make sure that along with responsibility, I have empathy. And I think in the culture flows in the organization.
Amazing. What is that one opportunity in Bharat that people are still underestimating?
I think it's in the making, but people are underestimating the immense culture, resources that we have in the country. Although we're going to have many, 100 crore, 300 crore brands, D2C brands coming out of the country, we're yet to see a truly global brand, right? That's the one that's dominating the world. And I'm really betting big on it. I'm waiting to see a brand that can really capture the global market in the consumer business.
Excellent, excellent. What are your predictions for Bharat for the next, let's say, 5 to 10 years?
One thing I'm very excited about, and I think it's going to happen, is that we've primarily been an IT outsourced solutions kind of country. The industry 2.0 kind of was for IT services. What I'm now seeing as a micro movement, and that's going to grow big, is that services sector is going to grow beyond IT. I think we are going to have AI services, and AI-enabled services is going to take over the world. And I feel that India is going to be at the forefront of it.
Excellent. Yeah. Moving on to the next one now. I have some rapid fire questions for you.
Okay.
One overrated and underrated leadership quality that there is.
I think an overrated quality is that you have to be the expert of every of the field that you are a leader in.
Right.
I don't think that's necessary. I think you need to have the ability to hire smarter people. And I think one of the most underrated quality I feel is the ability to, strategize beyond what's in front of you. Today, it's not going to be, in the past, we had leaders who became leaders because of what they knew in the past. Now, going forward, you're not going to be a leader because of experience. You're going to lead the forefront if you are curious, if you have high learnability, and if you're able to grasp what's coming next. So it's a very, very, very future looking world that we are going to soon get into. We're already there.
That's a great answer. Which is that one go-to movie or web series that you love to watch in a free time?
Sorry. Well, it's Suits. Actually, I learn a lot from Suits. I feel like I was quite a novice, and then I watched Suits. I feel like a lot of that translates into what I do. Mainly, the sharpness, the ability to think critically is what I think I really learned from it.
That's a great pick, Pam. One leader you'd love to have chai and coffee with someday.
I think I would love to have coffee with Miss Kiran Bedi. I think even as a child, she's been my mentor, to be honest. We don't have female representation, a lot of female representation in India, not just in business, but in the social sector. So someone who always aspired to make a big impact. I think she was one of the really inspiring leaders that I looked up to even when I was a kid.
It's amazing. One reason leaders should attend to Bharat 2.0 1K.
Oh, for sure. I think leaders should attend this because the kind of conversations that I've been hearing, the quality of conversations, very different sectors that people are coming together from, and I can really see that representation of Bharat 2.0. I'm really, really excited. I'm actually getting goosebumps as I speak because I've seen the conversations. I think they're great. And if this is just the beginning, I can only wait to see how it's going to pan out.
Actually. And lastly, well, I usually ask one piece of advice, but I want you to ask one piece of advice for women leaders who are trying to make an impact or create an impact in the industry.
I've experienced this myself as well, that women leaders are very sensitive, and that's a good quality, but that can also work against you. And I feel that emotional stability in a business is the hallmark of a successful business. Whether you're in the high or lows, no matter what's happening, you gotta have emotional stability to keep going on. To have peace in the storm, and you're gonna do very, very well. Because I always say business is a marathon.
So that was a great piece of advice, ma'am. And with that, we've come to an end. Thank you so much for your time, ma'am. It was a pleasure to talk.